G'day folks, Ben from Snowy's here today with the Austrail 3 metre removable gazebo awning.
Hit it.
This is a simple and lightweight addition to your Austrail 3 metre or any 3 metre gazebo within reason that attaches easily to the side and provides a little bit of extra shade. So when you buy your Austrail 3 metre removable awning kit, it comes in a little bag like this, measures around about 1 metre in length and various sort of diameters, sort of 5 to 10 centimetres diameter, but there's plenty of room in the bag if you wanted to store anything else in there as well. Now inside the bag, well, the whole kit weighs about 2.6 kilos, and inside the bag you get the poles you need and also the actual awning elements. So this is the fabric that we need that will go across the top to create the shade. It's made of the same 150D polyester that their walls and everything is made of, and it has a silver coating on the underside as well. Various attachment points and stuff which we'll show you shortly to put it up on the gazebo. You do get a couple of extra brackets. Now I'm going to explain a bit more on those in a second, and another bag inside here which has all the poles and things that you need to set it up. So there's 3 poles here. These are the ones that are going to attach to the gazebo legs to support the pole coming out, and this one goes across the front of the gazebo. So we can connect this together like such, and that's going to stop the end of the awning from flapping around too much. Now these brackets here serve a purpose of attaching to gazebos which have legs that are on a 45-degree angle. If we just come up to the leg of the awning over here at the moment, we can see that these are square to the gazebo, so they don't sit at a 45-degree angle. So this bracket suits this sort of setup. These ones here will actually suit if we can imagine these legs on a 45-degree angle, and they're also smaller, so it's designed for the smaller Fiesta gazebos with the 30 or 28mm legs, not the thicker legs like this. This will then sit on an angle like this, doesn't quite fit over that one, and allow us to put the pole at an angle to, or the support arm at an angle to the pole. So it suits both gazebos with legs at 90 degrees to the gazebo setup and also at 45 degrees to the setup, but just remember it only suits slightly narrower legs than this guy here. So the Fiesta gazebo from Austrail is a good example of that. I think it's 28mm square steel legs that they've got, and that's what those brackets will suit. Now attaching the arms, these arms are the ones that come out from the awning out this way. We've got to undo this wheel, being careful not to lose it, because that comes right out and away from this bracket here. If we just pivot this like this and put it over the leg of the gazebo, pivot this back and screw this back in, we can then tighten that so it sits out from the awning like such. Now we do that on both sides. It'll just sit there for now. That's going to have more support once we've got the actual awning fabric in place here, but I'll do that on the other side and then we can put the fabric in. So when we put these on, just make sure that the arms are sitting on the inside of the gazebo like this, not on the outside, so that it fits properly. Now we'll come back and grab the actual awning fabric here now. We'll spread this out because we need to put this pole into this sleeve. If we lay the awning out flat, so this goes on the outside, fold that over on the underside, and there's a sleeve here that this pole needs to slide into. So I'll just slide this out so I'm not tripping anyone. This feeds in through here. There's a bit of mesh in the middle there, through the other ends. And we can now stand up and put this in place up here. Now, it can be easier with 2 people doing this, but we need to put this pocket over the top of the arm that's sticking out from the awning there and put this in place. Now this is where it can get tricky with one person because I've got to hold that in place and do the other end at the same time. So if we keep the fabric taut as we do it, it reduces the instance of that popping off at the other end there. I'm going to hold that in place there and do some tricky finger work. Stretch this over the end there as well. From here, just sort of hold on to it because all the weight's hanging on the end of this awning here at the moment, and it does rely on this fabric to sort of pull the weight up back towards the awning here. So if we come up here, we've got a clip in the middle that maybe we'll do up first. This can just go up over the top of one of these poles here. Actually, we're probably best off putting it up high right at the top there, and tightening it up so that you've got this overlap here. And then you've got Velcro tabs, and at the very end, this plastic, metal hook, that lines it up with the metal loop up in the corner there. We can just straighten this out. We'll go to the other end and fix it, and then we'll have a look at what it looks like on the other side. So that's the awning attached there at the moment. We can see that at the top here, the gazebo and the awning overlap. So if there is any rain, the water's going to run down off the side here. Obviously, if there's really heavy or windy rain, you might get some at the top, but then you probably don't want to be using this awning in that situation anyway. Now there is some adjustment you can make here. This bracket can obviously slide up and down. So if I slide this, just loosen that and slide it right up to the top, it gives me a little bit more headspace at that end there. So I can now walk under that. I'm about 185 centimeters. So I give 185 centimeters of clearance there. Or if I do want to kind of drop it down a little bit, we just loosen this off, slide it right down. Just bearing in mind that there are limitations. If you go too far, you get too much stress on this corner here, but that's now well below my head height, so it's going to give a bit of extra shade. So you put that up and down a little bit so that it suits whatever needs you've got wherever you've got it set up. But that is the removable awning kit for the 3-meter gazebo from Oztrail. A great addition to your gazebo, just to create that little bit of shade maybe over the side of a stool or whatever you're using your awning for, your gazebo for. They've got 1,000,001 different uses. You can check them out online at snowings.com.au where you'll find them at our lowest prices every day. If you do have any questions there, let us know down in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel for all of our latest and greatest information. We'll check out some other cool videos like these ones down here.